Hello viewers, I am Mr. Dilip Kumar Pal, stands before you with a topic, examples of social movements in India. Today's topic is examples of social movement in India. It is found in +3 5th semester DSE-2 paper, and the name of the paper is Development Process and Social Movements in Contemporary India. The topic is examples of social movements in India. In its previous video, examples of social movement in India part 1, I have discussed 5 important social movements in India. And today, in examples of social movement in India part 2, I will again discuss 5 more social movements in India. And these social movements in India is found in +3 5th semester DSE-2 paper. But before I discuss social movements in India, examples of social movement in India part 2, I want to inform my viewers that my channel name is @Dilip Kumar Pal 9375, where you will find videos relating to +3 first semester to 6th semester political science honors, videos from +3 first semester to 5th semester ethics and values, videos from +3 first semester to 2nd semester political and general elective, some videos of +3 first year environmental studies, and +2 first year +2 second year political science topics. I request my viewers to make best use of this channel. Let us start. Examples of social movements in India part 2. I have already told you that examples of social movement in India part 1, I have discussed 5 important social movements. And in examples of social movement in India part 2, I will discuss some more important social movements in India. Let us start. In India, during pre-independence and post-independence period, many social movements have been conducted to bring about social and political changes through protests, agitations, strikes, satyagraha, hartal, etc. Prominent social movements are discussed below. In India, during pre-independence period and post-independence period, many social movements were made to bring about social changes and political changes. These social movements carried out through the means of hartal, agitation, strike, satyagraha, etc. So, many social movements were made, and prominent social movements were example social movement in India number 6, because in example social movement in India part 1 I have discussed 5 important social movements, and in example social movement in India part 2 I will start from 6 social movement onward. In this video we will discuss anti-Mandal agitation 1990, anti-reservation protest 2006, Jan Lokpal bill, Nirbhaya movement, Jadavpur University protest. Let us start. Anti-Mandal agitation 1990. So what this movement was? Mandal Commission was set up in 1979 January by Morarji Desai government to consider reservation seats for socially and educationally backward people. Mandal Commission was appointed by then Morarji Desai government in January 1979 to study number of reservation will have to be made for socially and educationally backward classes people. The commission submitted a report on 30th December 1980. The commission submitted a report on 30th December 1980 to President where recommendations was made for 27% reservation of seats for backward class people. And the commission, no doubt it was appointed in January 1979, but it submitted a report on 30th December 1980. And the commission recommended for the 27% reservations. The commission suggested for 27% reservations for the people of socially educationally backward people. By this, the total reservation became 49.5 in government jobs and public university. If 27% reservation will be made for socially educationally backward people, then total reservation will be 49.5, because previously for ST/SC that there is 22.5. So 22.5 plus 27 became 49.5 reservation. VP Singh, then Prime Minister of India, implemented it in August 1990 when the commission recommended for 20% reservation. Model Commission recommended for 27% reservation for social and educational backward people. The then Prime Minister VP Singh enforced it on August 1990. So protests were made all over the country. So immediately protests were made all over the country. As a consequence of it, VP Singh resigned on November 7, 1990. When protests were made against the decision of VP Singh resigned from his job, from his post of Prime Ministership on November 7, 1990. But on 16th November 1992, Supreme Court upheld the commission's report, and it was enforced by then Prime Minister Narasimha Rao in the entire country. So VP Singh enforced the report. So when protests were severe, he resigned on November 7, 1990. So when VP Singh resigned, the protests were stopped. But Supreme Court on 16th November 1992 upheld the commission's report. Supreme Court told that the commission report is just and to be implemented. So it was enforced by then Prime Minister Narasimha Rao in the entire country. After that, Narasimha Rao, then Prime Minister of India, enforced the Model Commission report. This is the sixth social movement. Seventh one is anti-reservation protest 2006. It was second anti-reservation protest which was held in 2006. It was second major anti-reservation protest after 1990. After 1990, it was second important anti-reservation protest. This protest was made against the government decision to implement reservations for backward classes in central and private institutes of higher education. When government decided to extend the reservation of 27% for central and private institutes of higher education, again protest started. The protest ended when Supreme Court on 10th April 2008 in Ashok Kumar Thakur and Union of India case said that the reservation will not be applicable for creamy layer families of these classes whose annual income is above 4.5 lakhs per annum. But this creamy layer exclusion will not be applicable to ST/SC. So when government decided, so second anti-reservation movement was held in 2006 when central government decided to extend reservation of 27% for extension of 27% reservation in central and private institutes of higher education. But so again protest started. But the protest ended when Supreme Court on 10th April 2008 in Ashok Kumar Thakur and Union of India case upheld that The reservation will not be applicable for creamy layer families. The reservation of 27% will not be applicable for creamy layer or rich families of social and educationally backward classes whose annual income is above 4.5 lakhs per annum. But this creamy layer system will not be applicable for STSC. It means the reservation of 27% will not be applicable for creamy layers people of social and educationally backward people. But the system of creamy layer will not be applicable for people of ST and SC. It means for people of STSC, even they are creamy layer, even they are rich, they will be entitled for 27%. They will be entitled for their reservation, which is 22.5. Third one is the Jan Lokpal Bill. The entire nation came together with Anna Hazare when he launched hunger strike in New Delhi on 5th April 2011 to bring about anti-corruption movement. Entire people of entire country supported Anna Hazare's effort to bring about anti-corruption bill against the public officers, and he launched hunger strike to execute anti-corruption bill in Delhi on 5th April 2011. He started hunger strike to execute anti-corruption bill on 5th April 2011. When he started anti-corruption movement, people of entire country supported him. By this movement, Lokpal and Lokayukta Act 2013 was passed and came into force from 16th January 2014, when Anna Hazare started to bring about anti-corruption bill against the corrupted public officers. The people of entire country supported him, and by his anti-corruption movement, Lokpal and Lokayukta Act 2013 was passed and came into force from 16 January 2014. On the basis of this act, Lokpal will investigate corruption charges against public officers in national level, including Prime Minister with some safeguards, and Lokayuktas will perform the same in the state level. When this Lokpal and Lokayukta bill came into existence, on the basis of that bill, Lokpal will investigate corruption charges of all public officers, including the Prime Minister. But against Prime Minister, anti-corruption charges will be made with some safeguards, and Lokayukta will investigate corruption against public officers in the national level, and Lokayukta will investigate corruption charges against state public officers in the state. This is the third one. Nirbhaya movement 2012. Nirbhaya movement was another social movement. It was held in 2012. In 2012, Delhi gang rape and murder, commonly known as Nirbhaya case, involved a rape and fatal assault on 16 December 2012 in Munirka, a neighborhood in South Delhi. In 2012, a gang rape was held in South Delhi's Munirka area. This gang rape was held on 16 December 2012. The incident took place when a 22-year-old physiotherapy intern was beaten, gang raped, tortured in a private bus in which she was traveling with her male friend. This incident generated widespread protests in the country, and public protests were made against central and state governments for failing to provide adequate security to women. In 2012, a gang rape incident was held in Munirka in South Delhi, where a 22-year physiotherapy intern, physiotherapy means Intern means a girl, a person who is taking training to make the body fit, the body which is unable to function after some disease. So in 2012, a gang rape was held in Munirka in South Delhi, where a 22-year-old physiotherapy intern was beaten, gang raped, tortured in a private bus in which he was traveling with her friend. So when a 22-year-old physiotherapy intern girl was gang raped, nationwide protests were made and demand were made that state government, central government should take adequate steps for the security of the women. This is the 9th. Then 10th, Jadavpur University protest 2014. Jadavpur University protest 2014. On 16th September 2014, on 16th September 2014, peaceful demonstration by students took place in front of the administrative building of the university. On 16th September 2014, peaceful demonstration were made by students in front of the university building of the administrative building of the university, demanding an investigation into alleged molestation, sexual harassment of a female student in campus. On 16th September 2014, students make peaceful protests against molestation, sexual harassment to a girl in the campus building, and the protests were made in front of the administrative building of the university. After several unsuccessful attempts at dialogue, after several discussions with the authority, no result was made. So students carried out the protests with the authority by making several unsuccessful attempts for discussion or failure of discussion with the authority. Students gherowed some person of university authority. They gherowed some personnel of university authority, including the Vice Chancellor Abhijit Chakraborty. The Vice Chancellor called the police, who dispersed the students by force early hours of 17th century. Whenever students gherowed some personnel of the university, including the Vice Chancellor Abhijit Chakraborty, the Vice Chancellor Abhijit Chakraborty called police to disperse students. On which day? 17th September 2014. This triggered, when police were called, this triggered a wave of protest by students and teachers. By this, students became violent and they carried out protests. Teachers also supported students. In January 2015, Vice Chancellor Abhijit Chakraborty resigned from the post after 4 months of continuous agitation. When Vice Chancellor Abhijit Chakraborty called police to disperse the students, so students and teachers started protest against the decision, and after 4-month prolonged agitation, Abhijit Chakraborty resigned on January 2015 from his post. So in this video, Example Social Movement in India, Part 2, I have discussed 5 important social movements. In Example Social Movement in India, Part 1, I have discussed 5. In Part 2, I have discussed 5. In later videos, again I will discuss some social movements. So I request my friends, my viewers, to subscribe the channel so new videos will come to you. And aware of your friends about this channel, so some students will be benefited. Never hesitate to help to anybody. To help to anybody is a godly quality. Thank you. Have a good day.